Welcome back to another one of my solo episodes. Mental health is stage 0.
If you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below.
Essentially, I'll put it like this. Mental health is the foundation. It's not even level 1. If your mental health is finished, forget it. Forget it, bruv. If you got deep depression and anxiety, how on earth are you going to become great? How on earth are you going to function? Even if there's small things on your mind, you need to get them out. You need to express yourself. You need to make sure your mind's clear. Because once your mind's clear, you can develop a routine and you can consistently have motivation inside of you, that self-love to maintain the routine and to put small stepping stones in place to make your life better and to go on the path to holistically create something. How on earth can you do that if you're not essentially mentally well? Every single person you see, honestly, not just show like people doing well, people very happy, people very present, people loving life, where they talk about life and they're the verge of tears like me. Every single person you see has understood their mental health and understood the severity of it. There might have been numerous long periods of their life where they really struggled with mental health and didn't understand how to get out, essentially becoming the successful person or creating a successful product or service. That's all because of their mental health being understood and being essentially this concrete foundation, giving them a chance to become better, to become great every day. I'll put it like this for everyone. If your mental health is terrible, how do you think, and I want you lot to think about this, how do you think you can compute and answer an outcome if you're struggling to really process things effectively? Like, think about it for a second. How am I meant to jump this hurdle? How am I meant to get to A to B when my whole mind is scrambled, when I'm in survival mode? You know, I spoke about with Atulu, 70% of our lives are spent in survival mode, and people are shocked why we're not accomplishing and achieving great things. Of course, how on earth can you accomplish great things when you're in survival mode, when you're panicking about day to day? Of course, that can come from a financial emphasis, and everyone should try their best to become financially secure, at least stable in some way, but your mental health is such a fundamental thing. It's key. It is stage 0. Nothing, and I mean nothing big from a magnitude scale can be achieved if your mental health is terrible, and I stand by that. Nothing. You're smoking weed every day, you're doing drugs, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling suicidal, you're having outbursts, emotional, you're on edge. Come tell me something you achieved that was massive. Come tell me, please. But look, I'll put it like this, and I'm obviously not a trained professional or everything. People obviously should seek professional advice. These are experts in their field and they understand. But for me and my experience, the first thing I do is be real with myself. Yeah, and say, I think I need help. I'm not feeling the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. As I've said before, I'm surprised if people don't have a mental health condition in this society with the exposure of so many things. You're essentially drowning in your own thoughts. There's so much going on, and as I previously just said, there's so many bad things, right? But we just need to be real with ourselves. It's step 1 and say, I think I need help. Okay, cool. Now you kind of look at it and say, what works for you? People have different things. There's obviously antidepressants. They're being prescribed at 20 times the rate they were 20, 30 years ago. I've done a bit of research on that, and it kind of shows that, you know, it's kind of like just chuck some pills at them and hope they recover. Some people it works, some people it doesn't, but there's more to that. There's what is anxiety, what is depression. I mean, let's speak about it more. Is there people I can speak to this about? Is there YouTube videos I can watch? Is there books I can understand? You don't run away from it. You put yourself into that field and say, I'm feeling really bad. I'm feeling really anxious for 3 months straight. I feel like I can't compute certain outcomes. I feel like I can't be present in my days. Okay, let me look into this. I'm not quickly just gonna cut off all my support systems and say, no, I can do it alone. Okay, cool, you've tried to do it alone, whatever. Now it's a bigger issue. Let's look at this as a whole. Let's understand what's going on. Let's dive into that. There's experts we can speak to. There's people we can speak to. You're not alone in this. You will never be alone in this. Because every single person, whether they like to admit it or not, has experienced those feelings. It's just anxiety and depression especially. It's just consistently over a long duration of time. That's essentially what it is. People say they're sad and they're depressed. It's a problem when it affects your day-to-day life consistently and you don't feel essentially happy, or you're not working towards a greater purpose. And we can always experience, we can all experience these lows at one point in our life. So it's just about being real with yourself, not denying it. Mental health is real. It's essentially how you think, your thoughts, and kind of understand it first and say, this is so important to my life. This is the be-all end-all to where I'm going to end up in 20, 30 years time, to what I accomplish. So let me put some time aside to just understand what's going on, just to find techniques. It might be meditation, it might be journaling, it might be speaking to someone. What works for you? What makes you, Melissa, Greg, Sebastian, what makes you feel good, innit? What works for you? And as long as you're happy with that and you're living your day as effective as you can and you're doing the most you can to become better, you're living a good life. Love and guidance to anyone. Hope you look after yourself and take care,
If you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below.